say three very quick things and see how we progress from there. Honorable Chairman and members, the bill that is before you gives the reason for merging UNRA, and it is upon this Parliament and the Executive to make its decision. UNRA is really incompetent in this matter to make any comment on whether UNRA goes or stays. That is beyond us. On the second one, I have what we are holding as an institution, the mandate we're holding, the request for a clear roadmap. Honorable Chair and members, we have a portfolio of approximately 9 trillion Uganda shillings. The roads that we are doing, the roads that are coming over the years. That is not something as an institution and as the leaders that I came with here, that we can just say, UNRA has gone here. There must be a clear process where we hand over this 9 trillion portfolio very carefully so that there is no loss. And that roadmap is important because it is not, the transfer is not an event where you sign and hand over. That process must be thought through clearly. The third point, severance package. Chairman and honorable members, the Employment Act states that the severance package is a negotiation between the employer and the workers. The employer, Uganda National Road Authority Board, sat and made a package for its staff. This package was communicated through our ministry to public service. That was a few years ago when the discussion of rationalization started. That package has been under debate. It has actually changed in number because over the years some people have left, others have joined. So the package has not been static. The most recent one we calculated up to December 2024 because we were getting indication that you will stop in December 2024. So we gave a figure, an indicative figure of 196 billion, which we transmitted through our permanent secretary, showing how it had been arrived at through the board, including board minutes. In the meeting which the Honorable Minister was referring to in the Ministry of Public Service, Attorney General was present. Attorney General made a statement. He said, I have just received these documents. I can only give you my preliminary opinion. However, after this meeting, we shall meet with UNRA and come back to public service. To public service. He did most recently on the 24th, and I'm not competent to represent him. Maybe at an opportune time he will come and speak for himself, in which he said that the package arrived at by UNRA should be in the certificate. Subject, and he gives subject to the interpretation of what severance is in the human resource manual that was used by the board. The board subsequently made interpretation and submitted it to Attorney General. So I am at pain when I hear the 46, because I don't know how it has been arrived at when the law says it is a negotiation between employer and employee. And Chair, this is a very hot issue. I have staff I must go back and report to. The law has not been repealed, which means we must continue working until the last day. But what are we as leaders promising the staff that when your job ends, this is what you will go home with? It's a very serious matter, Chair, and I request guidance.
Thank you. Tony Awany is my name, Member of Parliament representing the people of Noya, and I'm also the Deputy Chairperson of the Physical Infrastructure Committee of Parliament. I hope you're aware that the RAPEX bill has been returned to Parliament, and the Speaker, in her wisdom, has referred the bill to the Committee of Physical Infrastructure for reconsideration. Well, the main issue that came out today in the engagement of UNRA, Uganda National Roads Authority, Executive Director, that was led by the two ministers of Public Service, that is the Honorable Muruli Mukasa, and then the Minister of State for Works and Transport, the Honorable Musa Echwero. One of the issues that came out very clearly was the certificate of financial implication in respect to the terminal benefits that would be given to the staff that are affected by the RAPEX, the staff of the Uganda National Roads Authority. Interestingly, 3 certificates of financial implication came up with different figures. The first one was a certificate of financial implication that came up with a figure of 11 point something billion. 11 point something billion. And then there was another certificate of financial implication that came up that was actually presented to the committee by the Minister of Public Service that puts the figure at 46 billion. At 46 billion. There was also another one that came. I don't remember very well. I don't remember very well the figure, but it is varying. Then the Minister of State for Works and Transport, in his presentation, clearly stated that the money that they had put aside for the resettlement of the staff of UNRA that are affected by RAPEX was actually at 196 billion. They had earmarked 196 billion. But in his report, in bracket, he said subject to scrutiny, subject to verification by the Ministry of Public Service. Now, at the tail end of our engagement with the UNRA and also Ministry of Works and Transport, and also in the presence of the Minister of Public Service, at the tail end of our meeting today, the Executive Director of UNRA, Madam Kagina, Ellen, came up and said she was at pain at how the figures for the resettlement of UNRA has been brought down to 46 billion. What they had come up with was way, way, way higher, given the contractual emoluments that they arrived at to pay the staff of UNRA. The Minister of Public Service needed to have sat down with UNRA and agree on the salary scheme under this new rationalization. In other words, if you listen to the tone of the Executive Director, it appears, contrary to what the Minister of Public Service said, there was no consultation with UNRA to arrive at these figures. So as a committee, we shall still continue to interrogate this particular matter, because for us what concerns, the main concerning issue is the issue of the resettlement package, the retirement package that this UNRA staff should go with. Otherwise, we listen to the arguments of the minister that there has been duplication, there has been wastage. Well, these were issues that we debated in the House at the other time. It was returned. We listened to it, the same argument the minister put on the floor. And also as a committee, we refreshed the memory of the minister and those of the UNRA. The debate that was stable on the floor of Parliament in respect to the report that we put forward. But the executive has decided that UNRA must be rationalized, UNRA must be mainstreamed. What we want to understand is the issue of the laying off of the staff. There must be justice in respect to their retirement package. Thank you so much.
Ekisinga okuba ekikulu kyonna kwe kulaba nga enguudo zaffe infrastructure y'eggwanga ebeera etambula bulungi, both enguudo empya n'enguudo enkadde. Tulabe bulungi nti UNRA ebadde ekibiina, ebadde organization ekola ku nguudo zaffe, era nga tukimanyi tulina UNRA, tulina URF, tulina ne Ministry of Works. In fact tulina ne Ministry of Lands naye ina component yaki ekola enguudo za USMID. So tulowooza nti abantu bonna enguudo okuteeka ministry, UNRA giteeka mu ministry, waliwo amateeka agagiteekayo. Etteeka eryatondebwawo UNRA 2015 erigiteekawo, tulina biru empya eba erina kukola ki okugijjawo nga ebiteekeddwa okuba nga bikolebwa biteekeddwa wammanga bwobadde olaba mu kakiiko kaffe aka physical infrastructure. Tugamba nti abakozi abalina okubeera nga bava ku mirimu oba nga bavaayo balina okufuna ensako yaabwe. Ensako yaabwe eyo eri mu ssemateeka, eri mu mateeka okuba nga eweebwa. Contradiction gy'olabye eya UNRA y'ekikumi obumbi 19 obumbi 48 bwe twagala okulaba nga ministry eteekateeka okusisinkana abakozi aba UNRA ne Attorney General okusobola okufuna ekifaananyi ekirungi okuba nga baba in case baba bagenze obakwete kina kusalibwawo baba bagenze bagenda nga kyebateekeddwa okufuna bakikoze ekibakifunye ng'abakozi abalala bonna mu ggwanga mu Uganda bwekola ki nga bwe libeera. Olabye categories batadde mu ministry, olabye departments ez'enjawulo ezibadde mu UNRA bazitransferinze baziteekawa mu works. Ne ba staff bennyini obalabye almost baagala kufaanana ababadde mu UNRA ne mu ministry ya works. Nolwekyo tulowooza nti twagala kukola kirungi, twagala kukola ekirungi ekigenda okuyambako eggwanga lyaffe okutambula in terms of infrastructure, kubanga tukimanyi nti development ezimbibwa ku infrastructure. But tulina infrastructure, tulina development. UNRA ebadde ne contracts empya, ebadde n'amabanja agaliwo already. So tulaba amabanja gano gasasuddwa gatya, contracts empya zikwatiddwa gatya. Ne national economy eyina ate sente zayagala okwewola ng'ezeewolera kukola ki, okukola enguudo. Katulina tulina consulting committee ya national economy etuwulire amabanja gabadde egenda okwewola ku nguudo gagenda mu maaso, era UNRA nga egenda mu maaso oba government ejja kusigala, Ministry of Works ejja kutekinga over obuvunaanyizibwa obwo.